this about 5 times because I'm at work. We'll do this again. Let's do it. All right, npm start. Starting the server up. We're going to go in here. We want to create a new user. Boom. We got a new user. Okay. So we get a user ID. Got our new user ID. We're just going to copy this right now. We want to see all the users. So right now we have none, but we just created one. So there's one. There's the one we created. We want to see if get user by ID works. So we're going to use that user ID, put it into our path URL, and there it is. There is Dataman. All right. We want to update the user. Let's change it to WebEx OP with Don Palazzo -1. And we need to use the Dataman URL or the Dataman ID. Send. Boom. Okay. We'll go back to get users, see how it is Dataman. And now when we do the get users, it is updated to WebExOP. Okay. Now we don't really like this user, and so we want to delete them. All right. Put that in there. User and associated thoughts deleted. Okay, so the user and all of its data is terminated now. So we will do get all users, and they are gone. Okay, so we are going to then set up a user again. So Dataman is brought back from the dead. And we will copy this. And we're going to make another one. We'll give him WebEx P as his friend. And WebEx OP email. Right, so we have another user. So we should have 2 users now. We do get all users, and we have 2 users. All right, and one of these users wants to be the other one's friend. So we're going to get Dataman's ID, and we're going to go into add friend. And we need to first put Dataman's ID here because they're the one who's going to be receiving the friend. Oops, wrong button. Just use our mouse because we're a noob. Anyway, all right, put that right in there. We need to get rid of this ID, and we need to get WebEx's ID real quick, and that will come from right here. Copy that. All right, add it to the end of the path, like so. Boom. Looks like we have a friend ID connected to Dataman, and we will see now in get all users. Get all users shows that that Dataman here has a friend, and Dataman is friended with WebExOP. All right, and so now we will use the same path that we have on add friend to delete friend. So we'll copy this using the right keystrokes now. All right. We will send this. Okay, Dataman now has no friends, and we can see this now if we check it. Get all users. Boom. All right, 0 friends on both sides. Okay, so let's move on to the thoughts. And what are we thinking about over here? Okay, so these are some of the tests that I did earlier because this has taken me multiple attempts to do now. So we're going to create a thought. And we're going to create this thought using Dataman as our username. And then we are going to insert Dataman's new ID, the user ID, like so. We'll send this. And we get a 404 not found. But if we go to get all thoughts, we should see that we do have a new one right here. This was created at 2:58, and it is 2:58 on February 17th. All right. And this creates also a new ID connected to the thought, which we will then grab like so. And we can update this thought with some cool text that we added. If you know, you know. All right, and we're going to put the ID from the thought here. sent, boom. And if we go back to get all thoughts, we see that we have the high ground Anakin was the most recent one connected to this same ID. And now we can see that the same ID is now updated to the lyrics of Hello, My Baby. And that was in the update one. And so if we want to do get thought by ID now, we'll just delete this old one and add it to the path. So we'll add the new ID, thought ID, to this path. We can see that we get the new thought that has been updated. And now we will move on to deleting this thought because we don't really need to keep this thought. So we're going to delete it. There we go. Same thought ID added to the end of this delete request. All right. And thought created, no user with this ID. Get that message, but then when we do a send this, we see that the thought has disappeared. And now these are just multiple tests that we did earlier off camera. Anyway, so if we do create the thought again, we're going to create this thought again with Dataman, and we will do this and check it. And we have the Dataman thought here now. All right, has a new ID, which we will then copy. And we're going to add a reaction to this ID. So let's add a reaction here. We need to put this right in between this path. All right, we will use the username of Dataman. You can kind of see what's happening here. All right, and we have updated this thought. So now we will do get all thoughts. We'll once again send this. We have our original thought right here, and we added a reaction to it. So now we have one reaction connected here. So this is the original thought, and then we have the reaction right here. So we have that. And now we want to delete this reaction because, that didn't work out well for Anakin. Anyway, and we will add this, and we're gonna copy the same path from this post request in the reactions. We're gonna drop it right in there. I send that, and we get a 404 page error not found, but we're going to go over back to the get all requests and see that the request is still there. And how many times do I need to record this fucking video? Oh my god. Okay. Okay, just kidding. All right, back to where we were. So we had just a small mishap. So we have our reaction right now, and we want to delete it. And so we're going to copy the reaction ID. Copy that, and we already copied our path from the post. We place that here in the delete, and we are going to add the ID now. And I'm pretty sure the server is still up. Yes, it is. And it looks like we have the thing right here. We want to delete that. So now we're going to go to get all thoughts. See how we have one reaction still added. And it's not deleting it. Okay, I don't know why it's not deleting it. Because we copied the wrong ID. Okay, so we're going to copy the reaction ID. And we're going to add that to the end of this path because we want to delete this reaction. Now the reaction has been deleted, and we can check this in get all reactions. And we can see that our initial our initial thought that had a reaction tied to it has no reaction tied to it. And so that was the demo of my project. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Okay.